Hello everyone! Today I would like to show you how to make the eyeliner which makes your eyes bigger, not smaller. There is a lot of videos where you can find the eye look which makes your eyes bigger. I found one video which has all the tricks and tips how to make your eyes bigger from Wayne Goss. So I will give you the link down below for this video where you can check what kind of shape you have to create, where you have to put certain amount of eyeshadows, darkness, highlights and everything like that. Today's video a little bit about a different style of the eye look which you can create, and for some reason sometimes when you're doing it wrong your eyes look smaller. I was looking for kind of resolution for this issue because I really like the Hollywood Marylin Monroe eye look, but at the same time some people does this and it suits them, but some people trying to create this kind of look and it just makes their eyes smaller. So probably I will give you some tricks and tips how to do the eyeliner, the beautiful flick on your eyes, but at the same time to keep your eyes beautiful and not smaller, even bigger. I have already prepped my face. I have a foundation on my skin and also I primed my eyes with the concealer. Why I use the concealer? Because I need the base which has a pigment. So before you start making the look, make sure you have a very nice canvas which doesn't show any redness, veins or purplish of the eyes. So we need to have a good canvas before we start. And this eye, I'm gonna make the correct eyeliner which increase your eyes. On this side, I'm gonna make a liner in the wrong way, which might decrease your eyes. This methodic will work for absolutely anyone. Another way that some people doesn't have any issue with creating the eyeliner and they making it in a perfect way. So this video they probably will never open. But for those people who making the eyeliner and see there's something wrong, so probably it's going to be very useful. The first trick I will show you, it's not the new trick, but at the same time I never heard that somebody says about the small change which might have created a huge difference. So the thing which I'm gonna create the shadow with the eyeshadow inside of the crease on this eye. On this eye I'm not gonna do anything. So the shadow in this area, in the socket, and also I'm gonna apply the eyeshadow underneath my eye. This is very important. If you will not put any eyeshadow underneath of your eye, it's gonna look small. This is the first trick. The second trick, in the colors I'm gonna use. So on the socket, I'm gonna use the shadow which has the same shade which the shadows has. The shadow, usually they're gray. I'm gonna use the color in the socket from the Tarteist Pro. Actually it still smells. I open it and Tarte palettes, they all has a great smell. For creating the shadow I'm gonna use this shade. It's kind of gray with purple undertone, because if you ever noticed all shadows they gray and might have a cool tone. So I'm gonna use this shade. And I'm gonna use this shade. It's a beige neutral nude shade, and this shade I also might use. It's also kind of nude shade but a little bit darker on a beige side as well. First I'm gonna take the largest fluffy brush. This is my favorite one. Don't put too much eyeshadow right away on your eyes, especially if you have a hooded eyes, so be a little bit careful because otherwise it might look muddy. We don't want any muddiness on your eyes, so you have to build the color very slowly and start with the lightest one because we need to create the gradient. We need to make a dimension. This is our main purpose. I'm gonna start with the very neutral shade, with the nude one, the lightest one. Dab your color excess from your brush and start making from this side. And apply the eyeshadow on the upper side above your crease. If you have a very good shape eye, so probably you can start in the socket right away, but on the upper side. So the shade should go not on the lid and above the crease. It has to go only above the crease. So in this kind of case, you have to have a very good brush which will not spread the color all over your crease area. We need only above. So slowly dab in the excess and don't go lower than here. We would like to extend the color a little bit upwards, but not much. Add just a little bit of this color. It's probably even too much, so I will take the fluffy brush and wash it a little bit. Now you have to take the next brush. It's going to be the crease brush, very elongated oval brush, because you need more precision right now. Probably this one is not enough for me. I will take the smudge brush. Even you can take the smudge brush, the small one, or even to take very small flat brush, so you can create kind of a line of the dark shadow. This one, the name is Fierce. Remove the excess from the brush and just above the crease a little bit. I am drawing my brush not down, I am leading it over here, okay? Just a little bit right here. You can take the fluffy brush, which I was talking about earlier, and just blend all colors together. So first of all, as long as you can see this shadow over here, but not going down, you already increased your eyes a little bit. And now the next tip, but you can see that I have kind of a harsh line, so it's kind of a cut crease. This is very important. You shouldn't go down. The cut crease is fine. So the next step, I'm gonna apply the lightest shadow on your eyelid area. This is very tricky. Sometimes when you apply very light color on the crease, it might decrease your eyes. You will see this effect right now. I never heard about that, but I don't know why it works like this. We still have to use the light color on our eyes because we want, right? Because probably we need it for our look, to match our clothes or to match our lips or something like that, or to make it bright. On the lid, I'm gonna apply the light shade from NATASHA DENONA 28 Pan Palette, green brown or brown green, I'm not sure. This is the shade right here. The name is Cream. So it's not really white, it's really kind of cream color. So I'm dabbing a little bit. I just would like to make it juicy. You don't need to apply all over your lid because I want to highlight this area. But at the same time, it's up to you. I will do the same eyeshadow right here. Please keep in mind this is not a white eyeshadow. You can apply pinkish, light creamy pink, creamy peach light color over here. Any color. Whichever color is lighter than your skin tone. And now we would like to create a beautiful flick. This is the tricky moment, very dangerous. Before we apply the eyeliner on the lash line, I would like to deepen it in between the eyelashes with the black eyeshadow with the same Tarteist palette. It has a black color which is the name Punk, with the flat brush, this kind of shade. Deepen the area. Even if you're going to apply the false lashes actually always increase your eyes. So I'm gonna skip this step because I would like to show you without the false lashes, because actually you don't need these old tricks if you have false lashes. False lashes probably is gonna make all the job. Not all the job still, but I can do the same work over here, even though it's improved my work, but never skip this step. The deeper black you have, this is better. I deepened my eyelash line. And now we have to draw the eyeliner. I'm gonna use Tarteist eyeliner, double-ended, the amazing liner. I love it very much. Even though for the precision application you might use even the gel liners with the brush. I love this one because it stays in place, it's waterproof. I checked, it is. So, okay, about the liner. This is also another step where it's very important about the shade. If you make your liner less than your eye or exactly as your eye, it's gonna look small. So I will draw first on my brown side. Can you see I finished exactly where my eye finished, like so. And now I'm gonna create here. Here I'm gonna create the eyeliner, which goes a little bit further. Let's say my eye finished right here, but I am taking around 2 to 3 millimeters further on this line in the middle of your eye, and making this eyeliner, I start not down but exactly on this line. Somewhere here, okay? And do not draw inside, don't hurry to do that. So draw first very close to your lash line. According to the tricks of how to increase your eyes, there is one trick which if you see the Wayne Go's video about how to increase your eyes, you will see that he offered to make your line in the corner like this, to make a triangle here. It really increases your eye. But probably sometimes you don't feel comfortable to do that. First of all, I have a problem with this kind of trick because I just might smudge it like this. I did it hundreds of times, so I avoid this kind of step, but still, this might increase your eye a lot. So you can do that or skip this step. Anyway, I'm going to show you what to do. This really helps, but it helps in increasing your eye, but at the same time make a mess. It also helps. So the main part that increased our eye, starting the liner a little bit far. Now I'm creating a flick which goes parallel to my lower waterline. And now feel the triangle. I'm connecting. Can you see the difference? Yeah? You can do thicker your liner and it will increase your eye more. But if you have a hooded eyes, it might not gonna work, because when you can see, then your skin, upper skin, touches your lid, it's still, you have to see the skin without the liner paint. The paint has to be as close to your lash line as possible. I can increase a little bit eyeliner as well. I probably will do that right now just to make the effect, even though I'm very happy right now with the liner. If I start my flick closer from here and parallel to this, it's gonna make smaller my eyes. So I did it a little bit far and then the flick. You have to understand that you shouldn't write down and fill everything with the black down. You can keep a little bit area here, it's fine. But you have to fill your lash line. But you shouldn't go over here, right here, and make the triangle. You shouldn't go down. Otherwise, it will make your eye a little bit drop down. This is what you don't want. So the maximum you can, you have to lift it up. This is what we're doing the flick for, to make a cat eye. The next step, the next trick, I'm gonna use underneath of my lower lash line a little bit shade to create a shadow. But at this moment, I'm gonna use completely different color than I used over here. So over here, I was creating the shadow exactly, but to open your eye more, I have to use under my lower lash line different color, and I'm gonna use warm brown color. From the Tarteist, probably this color and this color a little bit, but probably it's a little bit orangey, so the brown shouldn't be orange. The brown shouldn't be yellow. The brown shouldn't be cool. I would not advise to use the cool color. And it has to kind of soft brown. In this palette, it's very pigmented and you might go over than what you need. So I found this kind of soft color in NATASHA DENONA palette as well. This is the color. This is actually the most dark color in the whole palette. I'm gonna apply it with a very delicate brush, tiny brush. Deepen into that one, and I'm gonna apply on the outer corner of the lower lash line over here. By mistake, I applied the cool tone, and it looks a little bit muddy, I think. This is a cool tone, and this is a warm tone. It gives you more definition. You don't go all over your lower lash line, just outer corner, a little bit more, and then thinner and thinner layer, just very close to your lash line, slightly, no need overload there. And then you take the neutral color with soft pencil brush, because you need to soften that one a little bit. This brown you have to implement into your skin. You have to blend it out into the skin. So I will take from the same NATASHA DENONA palette. I'm gonna use this color. The name for this color is Shell. I might did it a little bit darker than I supposed to do that. You can go a little bit lighter, but still you can see that this is shade give to the eye this dimension. Hop, we opened our eye. To open even more your eye, this trick I believe everyone knows, but you can add a little bit of light color to your waterline. I would not recommend to go with white pencil, never do that. It will make you older. Go with some pearl creamy shades, pinkish, peachy. This is pearl, but not white. So this is pretty much it. So the first trick, you're applying the cold gray with purple undertone to create the shadow inside of your socket, but above the crease. You're not going to the lid. You are creating kind of a cut crease because you want to have this Hollywood Marylin Monroe look, right? Then the second trick, that you applying the warm tone brown underneath, because it creates the definition. It's completely different. It's cold and it's warm, but don't overload with the color. It has to be just kind of a shadow. It shouldn't be too much, but this is a trick. Another trick, with your liner you go a little bit further, not down, not up. You're going a little bit further with the end, and then you're going up with the flick. So you extend a little bit your eye in the horizontal dimension, and with the shadows up and above your lash line, you increasing the vertical dimension of your eye. So this is how to work with the eyeliner. Now I will finish my lashes on both eyes, so you can see what is the difference. I hope you can see the difference, that this eye much more beautiful and everything is fine. It's not smaller. As much as we could, we increased it in different directions. So, and this eye, it's a little bit. Anyway, subscribe to my channel if you like this video. There is a ring bell button. If you click that one, you will be notified every time I post a new video. I recommend to click that one as well. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.